Hello everyone, it's time for the Turtlecast. Welcome. I see you are already chatting, there are people here, welcome. So let me say hi to Heba in the chat, Daddy Washington, Michael Yost, Casper, Tablet, Visrix, Fightful Angel, Aluful, Mark Wenzel, Defion Jag, Valkyria, Big Nasty Tripod, Andreas Sunrad, Anyway, RHPS, Wedunica, Jesus for you, Mr. Max, A.G. Rimmer, the Arena Uncensored, Mankinat, J. Elf, Alf Howard, Calavra. Welcome. Nice to see you all in here. As always, we'll discuss the latest news and everything that is happening. You probably already figured out that unfortunately the event did not start. The new event did not start at all on Tuesday and it was delayed. So about the big bloom, that has been delayed. It is starting on coming Tuesday. So it's only 1 week delay, so not too big. If you missed that, it was stated in here. There. In here, that was stated about the delay. Okay, zoom in a little bit so you can see it bigger. Probably too much. Okay, like that. Like that. So it's the May 6th that it's starting now. The reason for that? During Mothman Equinox, your reports of game instability leading to crashes corroborated the data we saw on our end. We started an investigation, found what was causing these crashes around public events, and we now have a fix that is in the process of getting tested and certified. So this fix is supposed to be implemented just before the event will start, the big bloom. Very cool event. I cannot wait for it to be finally on the live. So this event is starting. There are some additional fixes to the Catalyst quest that is still bugged for some people. So this is, hopefully this time it will be a full fix. But most important stuff should be more stable. So fingers crossed that it will actually be more stable and not less. Happened in the past that sometimes it's supposed to be more stable and we end up with less stable. But I hope it's not the case today. This time around, I bet it will be all good and it will be more stable. This event is super cool, so I don't want to have any problems with it. I want to do it. Every hour on the hour, that's how the big bloom will be triggering, and I want to do it. So this event is coming. It's coming on Tuesday. Hopefully no additional delays. About the testing on public test server, it is ongoing. And today is another patch. So they ramp up a lot this year as public test server is receiving weekly updates with balancing, bug fixes, stuff to retest. So we'll see. The update will start today in 2 hours. So I will check out the notes if they publish them. Hopefully something interesting there and good changes. Overall, the changes, if we compare, to answer those questions, compare the live game version to the proposed changes in the next patch, it's overwhelmingly positive changes. So it's not really so bad. The one not the best change is for automatic fixers, but this is outlier. I don't know why this negative change, and maybe even it will be undone and it will end up being good. Who knows? Who knows? It's testing in progress and overwhelmingly positive. The new perks are very powerful. The new weapons after the buff are very powerful. So, yeah. The event starting on Tuesday, 6th of May. Yes. The event. Not the patch that we are testing on public test server that involves rebalancing for commando and rifles and involves fishing. This patch is coming later, most likely about 4 weeks from now, about a month. That's how it looks like for the fishing update, rebalancing, and all the new improvements. That's about a month. I don't know. Are you excited about fishing in Fallout? I bet some of you are. I'm personally not super excited, but I like new things to do. So I cannot complain. I like the fact that there's new things to do. Not definitely not on top of my list. Not on top of my list is fishing, but for some of you, I know it may be on top of your list. So it's all good in here. Okay, now let's try to check maybe and answer some of your questions from the Discord, Turtle Army Discord, Ask the Turtle section. Let's see what's going on in there. Okay, and not so many. Okay, 3 questions, so not too many. So last time there was a lot of questions. Maybe I answered them all, so now it's less. First, Turtle, can you make a new version of your Bubbleheads and magazine map? You have one from 4 years ago, but I suspect some spawns have changed, and also there's the new part of the map. So the spawns didn't change. So if you are relying on my map I posted 4 years ago, it's still up to date. Although, yes, there is new part of the map with additional spawns, that's true. Also, it would be awesome for a route that is picking the static leader, then goes to Summersville for reset, picks up again the static leader, then goes to some spots with bubblehead spawns and also picks 255 items on their way. So it will be a route that guarantees 2 leaders each time. So yeah, the bubblehead leader is relatively easy now with this new spawn in new map area that guarantees it to be a leader bubblehead. I don't know why it is like that, as normally bubbleheads are random. This one location around the player camp on new map, it is indeed a guarantee leader spawn. Outside of that, the old spawns are the same, so only the new part of the map appeared. And I don't think anyone is still farming magazines and bubbleheads this way, as Raid is dropping magazine and bubbleheads packs, and you can buy bubblehead packs for stamps. So is there really anyone still farming, conventional farming on leaders and magazines? Maybe, I don't know. Next, Turtle, do you know if two-shot works for Cremator Dot? The card numbers go up. If it does work, it's certainly a top pick for next patch, as 75% dot and more balls of fire. So yes, the bonus damage works. It's currently on the live game version 25%, so it's not great pick. It will not double, like two-shot will not double the dot. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But with the next patch, if they do implement this buff to two-shot, then it will be a really good pick. Still not better than Blooded if you play human Blooded build, as Blooded going up to 130 something percent. So Blooded will be still better. And you will have an option to go Junkies for 100%. The extra ball of fire, I mean, it may be helpful. For me, I didn't notice like mandatory to use. With just a quad barrel, four shots per shot is already good. Next one. Hi Turtle. I wanted to thank you for your video on soloing the Guardian with less than perfect gear. As a casual player, busy dad, I have to roll my eyes and groan at guides that involve full sets of god tier armor and weapons. This was great. More like this, please, and huge thank you for all you do. Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know. We are tempted, endgame players like myself and others, we are tempted to showcase our gear. That's why quite often there is full-blown 4-star weapons, 4-star armor, perfect rolls. They're not really needed to complete the content. It just feels good to show it. That may be a factor, but I should probably even do more, like less than optimal gear and some content tackled this way. So it will be more encouraging for new players to try. Of course, I do not encourage like out of the vault level 50 to level 100 players to go and do raid. That will not be good experience. You need a little bit more than that, but you definitely don't need completed, absolutely end game gear that takes like thousands of hours of gameplay. That's not needed. So you need to like middle on your grind, midway on your grind, and then you can do it. It's not doesn't need to be super light. Can be mid of your grind. Is there a new notification on Bethesda Game Studios? What is that? Just appeared. Let's see. Happy Friday. On Tuesday, May 6th at 10 a.m., 9 a.m., so they mean 3 p.m. my time, most likely, Fallout 76 will be taken offline on all platforms to apply a hotfix update. keep your eyes glued right here for server status update. So yes, the fix for the new event is going live on Tuesday. Just before the event, everything will be fixed and event started. Are they planning any additional like little tweaks, patches? I don't know. I hope not. They already did surprise little patch last time, like 2 weeks ago. So hopefully now no other changes. The stability. We'll see about the public test server. So that was announced as well. Here they do announce with my time zone. Like Discord gives you an option to put a time and it displays in everyone's time zone. But on other announcement, they didn't go this route. No idea why, but nevertheless, you can see how frequently the public test server is being updated. If you are testing, they are reminding you have like 1 hour, 2 hours, less than 2 hours to pick up super bait from the locals. For whatever reason, they are removing it. I don't know why. Why? Are they adding something else there for testing? Maybe. It's very mysterious. Like those two nodes together are very mysterious. Why is it like that? But regardless of that, you can notice that those patches are being pushed weekly. So those patches on public test server are weekly. Weekly patches for a while since this public test server started. You can see by the dates on Discord, it's weekly. They are pushing patches weekly, which is very good. That means they're working way harder than in previous years. I don't know if there is more people or they just doing more hours or different schedule, but something definitely happened. There's way more updates than it was in the past. In the past, we were expecting every 2 or 3 weeks some kind of an update for public test server, now weekly. So that's a big difference here. Back to the chat. You're afraid of more auto-axe nerf. Yeah, hopefully not. At least not in this patch. Hopefully. We'll see. You were playing with quad and furious black powder weapons. And your furious won't fire at times. Yeah, that's known. That's unfortunately due to the fire rate of the weapon. You will need to put faster fire rate on it to achieve smaller breaks. As reload time on black powder weapons is actually faster than the fire rate. Therefore, if you have a weapon with fire rate of 1, it means it can fire once per 10 seconds. So even if you reload is faster than 10 seconds, you still cannot fire until timer of your fire rate runs down. So this is very weird mechanic. Is very odd. I don't think they should be limiting this type of weapon with a fire rate so drastically that the reload may be faster than the fire rate, and then you are forced to put faster fire rate on the weapon just to overcome that, or put quad, which greatly improves the fire rate. Using Western Spirit instead fixes the problem. Yeah, but that's not the black powder. Visik is saying I'm as excited about fishing as much as I'm watching paint dry. Oh, I didn't know you are excited about watching paint dry and Visik. I'm joking, I know what that means. Instead of fishing, you would prefer vehicles. That's not gonna happen in Fallout universe. I seriously doubt it. Even the one in Starfield are very goofy working stuff. And that's more advanced engine Starfield has. Mounts for Fallout 76. Mounts would be cool. Imagine riding a crab or Milo King or some other stuff like that. Oh, Jaren, you did notice a while ago that they had several job openings for developers on 7016. Okay, cool. So maybe they did hire more developers, which would be a good thing. Oh, Spiteful Angel, thank you a lot for gifting 10 memberships to Turtles Army. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. And those goes to Kawayamawa, J.R. Castro, Eternal Spade, Secret Parklet, Geraldos, Ralph, Don's Doom, Danny Altamirano, Fredosus, and Nathan Hook. Thank you very much. Oh, and Botichap extending membership in Turtles Army on Twitch. Thank you very much too. And may the shell be with all of you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Very generous support, Spiteful Angel. Oh, glowing gooses, you have the problem that your black powder rifle do not fire at all. I was thinking just taking a long time to fire. Okay, that's new. My black powder rifle does fire. Followed me giant spider, so that would be cool. Yeah, giant spider as a new boss fight with little spiders as spawns. That would be cool. Will two shot become better than Furious? No, I mean not on the conventional weapons. No, on explosive and mainly on launchers. On launchers, it's already the strongest. It will be even strongest, but it may has its place in natively explosive weapons, which is, for example, Gauss minigun, which already has explosive weapon on it, and you can improve it adding explosive legendary and then applying two-shot. It may push it very high and compete with Furious after the buff. This 75% damage buff is needed, otherwise nothing competes with Furious, as Furious ramps up to 100% damage bonus, not counting even damage to close enemies that is going higher. We already have giant roaches. That's true, but they're too small. The not being able to fill up a glow bar to 100% is a very common issue. That's display only. You actually do have 100% glow. It just displays incorrectly. This is correlated with the bug to live giver that do not update correctly and only updates when you eat something with health bonus on it. So those bugs are related, but it's just the visual in regards to your health bar not being fully filled, so don't need to worry about it. I mean, it's a little bit inconvenient that you don't see properly filled up bar, but you do have a full glow. So just a visual. Oh, I would like a raid related to Alien Zetans as well. That would be amazing raid. I want a space raid. I agree. I would have nothing against Zetans making a comeback with the raid. I have no idea what they are planning for the second raid, to be honest. They're planning something, because that was confirmed that second raid is coming. What is that? We do not know. Now, if we take a quick look on the calendar, so our calendar in May has been a little bit changed. So this event, the Big Bloom, is starting a week later. So it will last until like May 22nd. From May 8th to 26th to 20. Wait. 14 days, so 26, yeah. So it will last from May 8th to May. No, not May. Wait. It's not like open calendar. May 6th, not 8th. So from May 6th to May 20. Okay, got it. Not 8th. There's nothing on this calendar starting on May 6th that tossed me off, but the big bloom will be starting here basically May 6th. So after Caps Plenty and Double Mutations, this is now. That is ongoing. Caps Plenty, Double Mutations, then the big bloom in here May 6th, starting and ending on May 20. Therefore, these mutated public events will be most likely scrapped, as that would overlap with this special event, the Big Bloom, and it cannot overlap. The Big Bloom is a special event, so those cannot overlap. So this will be scrapped again. We'll not see mutated public events, which is sad. I hope they just move it a week or something, if that's possible. Oh wait, they cannot move it. I just noticed Invaders from Beyond will start exactly when the Big Bloom ends, so no. There would be no mutated public events for a while. Double Score and Script Surplus, that's the next weekend. So next weekend, on Tuesday, starting with the Big Bloom in here until May 20. And from May 20, we are starting another event, Invaders from Beyond. So special event after special event. It's looked like calendar is packed until June 3rd. After that, there is not much, only listed Caps Plenty, mutated public events, again, if they happen, script surplus, double mutations, so there is list nothing. So we know somewhere in here there is season 21 without exact date. I am expecting we are a month away, so I do hope it will be early in June, maybe even June 3rd, maybe even that will be first event of June, the June 3rd. After Invaders will end, it is possible that new update will drop. Or a week later, so June 10th. That's my expectation. June 3rd on June 10th for the new update, season 21. And I don't exactly know where there is like season 21 and they show like a zombie invasion. Like the ghoul update already happened. So what the theme is of this season, is it like somewhere correlated or not at all? Is this background, that's for the Big Bloom. Those flowers are for the Big Bloom event. That's Mothman Equinox update. This is the ghoul update background, our standard. What is that background? It looks similar to the poster of one of the movies from the ghoul posters that we have in this season. Is that another ghoul season? Update is fishing, but the background doesn't show anything related with fishing. So I have no clue. So that's very convoluted explanation of incoming events from me. I hope you managed to understand what's going on. So I made it too complicated. I know. I should present it in way simpler way with those moving around dates. If you need a break from the game whenever you need it, it's fine. Furious is way better than anti-armors. Furious is better than Blooded. Furious is better than everything. I even have a dedicated video explaining that. I did a mistake with a title because I put a question. Is Furious the best or something like that? And I learned that's not a good idea for titles. On almost all weapons, Furious is the best. Exceptions will be like Cremator when you rely on Dot and Dot do not work with Furious, and rocket launchers. That's not good because you want 2-shot on them to double the explosion, which will do better than Furious. Although surprisingly on the launchers itself, Furious do decent. Like it's close to how 2-shot performs. When do we get free followed first? We did get one not so long ago, so it will be a while. Are we going to get loads and loads of new plans from those upcoming events? We are definitely getting new plans from the Big Bloom, There are some camp items, some recipes, and so on. So the big bloom, I don't know if they're adding any more drops to invaders from beyond. That time will tell. The big bloom, definitely there is a loads of new plans to learn. the calendar for fishing zombies, yeah, maybe. Maybe that's a fishing zombies background. Life Max, thank you a lot for joining. Turtles Army, appreciate the prime sub. Thank you very much. And may the shell be with you. Thank you. Oh, they tweeted updated calendar for this month? Okay, I didn't notice the tweet. Need to check later. I don't know why they don't update the one on the website. Like, is it really so much harder to update it on the website? Like, swap a photo that's there? Maybe they do. Maybe let me try to refresh the page. Let's see what happens. And nothing happens. So I refresh the calendar page. So maybe they don't know how to that's weird too. Why would it be harder to update calendar on the website? Yeah, they didn't update calendar on the website. I don't know why is it difficult. That they need to tweet updated calendar but cannot update on the website? I don't understand. I would be thinking that it's as easy as swapping a source file for the image. I try a little bit of blood sacrifice perk update. It does drain a lot of health if you don't update it, but if you upgrade it to the max, it is very much possible to utilize. Thank you, Negan Smith. What do you do with your supplies after you upgrade everything? Currently, nothing. For the caravans, there's supposed to be another update with 2 more vendors inside the caravan that you could upgrade and get new stuff from them, and they never arrived. That was tested half a year ago already. When the caravan was first planned to be released, those vendors have been already in the testing phase and supposed to be released later and never have been released. So I have no idea what has happened. I have no idea about the caravan. So that will be everything then if I answered all those questions. So I will return shortly for the member hangout when we do our challenges or our dailies. And for everyone else, I will wait as well for the updates from public test server. If there will be anything interesting, I will upload a video on that. And tomorrow, I will be streaming as well, either live game version or public test server version. All depends if there are significant changes to the fishing patch or not. If there is non-significant changes, I will be streaming live game version. Most likely, I will attempt the raid solo again, as now it's doable. In the past, it was impossible with stage 2, but now it's possible. And that being said, see you all soon, everyone. Turtle out. Bye. Thank you for tuning in, and see you soon. Turtle out.